In this video, I will help you understand how you can use EMDR therapy to help clients reduce the urge they have to do behaviours which are maladaptive for them. Something like cutting or burning, drinking too much alcohol, smoking too much, using heroin, overeating. These are just a few examples. Please join me. I'm Dr Michael Paterson, clinical psychologist and EMDR Europe accredited senior trainer. I want to help you improve your practice of EMDR therapy. In this video, I want to show you how you can use EMDR therapy to reduce the urge people have to do behaviours which are detrimental to their life in the here and now. There's the feeling state protocol, which is developed by Robert Miller. In this video, I want to focus on something I've learned from Michael Hassa and colleagues. He published a paper in 2008 which was using urge reduction in a very effective way. Hassa did a randomized controlled trial working with problem drinkers. He demonstrated that treatment as usual led to no difference at all in the urge to drink, whereas those who were treated with treatment as usual plus a variation on the EMDR standard protocol for urge reduction produced a significant difference in their urge to drink, and that remained at follow-up. When the client comes in through our door, we are finding out what the presenting problem is for that person. We're taking the client's history. We're finding out what ways they try to cope with their present-day difficulty. As a way of coping, people may have urges to do particular behaviours, such as drinking too much alcohol as a way of dampening down their central nervous system. They might smoke too much as another way, or using other drugs maybe to excite the central nervous system, or do particular behaviours in order to feel something, such as maybe cutting or maybe burning. All of those aren't good for the client overall. In our preparation phase, having taken the history, we can do stabilisation exercises, but we can also use an urge reduction protocol that Michael Hassa has developed. I'll explain how it's done after I explain about Michael Hassa's study. In the slide you're looking at, you can see the pre, post and follow-up. Hassa's study found that between the control group and the EMDR group, there was no difference statistically on the obsessive compulsive drinking scale. After processing with EMDR, I believe it was 3 sessions, then there was a significant difference on scores on the obsessive compulsive drinking scale. Pre to post for EMDR group went down significantly. Also between the control group and the EMDR group, there was that statistically significant difference. At follow-up, sometime later, the EMDR group had maintained the reduced urge, whereas the group who were the control group, treatment as usual, then their urge had not reduced, and the difference between the two groups had remained. What we do is we invite the client then to bring up an image of themselves getting ready to do the behaviour. In Hassa's study, it was getting ready to have the drink. It's not actually having the drink, it's getting ready to do it. It might be pouring the drink into a glass or opening the bottle and raising it up as if it's coming to your lips. If it's to do with cutting or burning, it could be getting the razor blade ready. If it's heroin use, it could be getting the gear ready to inject. If it's overeating, it could be ripping the wrappers off the biscuits or the buns. The picture then is the client getting ready to do that behaviour. With that picture in your mind, what words best go with it that describe your negative belief about yourself now? The negative cognition. What would you prefer to believe about yourself now? The positive cognition. Then, how true does that positive belief feel to you now, at this moment, on a scale of 1 to 7? 1's completely false, and 7 is completely true. The VOC. With that picture in your mind and those negative words, what emotion do you notice now? And instead of the SUD 0 to 10, we invite the client to think about how strong is that urge for you now on a scale of 0 to 10. 0 is no urge at all. 10 is the strongest urge you could imagine. And where do you feel it in your body? Bring up that picture, those negative words. Notice that feeling in your body. Go with that and let whatever happens, happen. We add in the bilateral stimulation and process. We go wherever the client's processing takes us. There is the potential to bring down an urge of, let's say, 9 out of 10 down to maybe a 3, a 2, or maybe even a 0. It can be very powerful. In fact, recently working with a client who had this urge to overeat. As she was linking into the particular memory, she felt something sticking here. I asked her to notice it, and then she said at the next set, it feels like a blockage. Notice that. There's something wants to get through. Notice that. Add another set of bilateral stimulation. And then there was a slight burp. Notice that. Add in another set. Next thing, a louder burp. Go with that. Next thing, a roar of a burp. There was air trapped in there, but it was released as she started the process. She wasn't gulping air or anything, but she felt that blockage and that released, and she did burp. Those somatic responses, whether it's burping or ears popping or yawning that we see with clients, those are perfectly normal and acceptable. They are signs that processing is taking place. Just to reiterate, when working with urge reduction, we invite the client to bring up a picture of themselves getting ready to do the behaviour. We do the assessment phase, negative and positive cognition, the VOC, the emotion. Instead of a SUD, it's how strong is the urge just now, 0 to 10, and where do you feel it in your body. I do hope this video has been helpful to you. If you wish to get a copy of Michael Hassa's paper, you can do so if you go to emdrmasterclass.com/resources. You can download it from there. Please do subscribe to the channel down below. It's free. Also, if you liked what you heard today or part of it, please click like down below too. This will help YouTube direct people to my channel so that my videos can help them improve their practice of EMDR therapy too. I want to help you become the best that you can possibly be in delivering EMDR therapy. Together, you and I, we can make a difference in the world. Thanks for watching.